All right, welcome to season one, episode 5 of the All Talk Sports Show. Today we're going to talk about the NBA award show. We're going to discuss all the winners and who we think should have won the awards. We're going to answer some of our viewers' questions that were submitted about the draft and the NBA free agency. And we're also going to talk about free agency rumors going on around the league right now. We're going to start off with Sixth Man of the Year, Lou Williams. He won his back-to-back Sixth Man of the Year trophy, collecting his third. He helped carry the Clippers into the playoffs and stepped up big time down the stretch after they traded Tobias Harris to Philadelphia. Lou Williams averaged 20 points per game and 5.4 assists. He's now won 3 awards for a Sixth Man of the Year. He won 2 with the Clippers back-to-back, and then he won 1 with Toronto.
I feel like it's the things that are unseen that kind of, So,
next,
Rookie of the Year. Luka won it. Oh, I'm sorry.
Come on.
Absolute freak.
Okay. Now we're going to move on. Next, we're going to talk about the Defensive Player of the Year, which was Rudy Gobert.
He is incredibly young. A lot of times, the first time you hear about this kid is draft night. And you say, well, who the hell is this kid? He is going to be the next biggest player in the NBA. He's already, going right there right now.
He's arguably one of the best rim protectors in the league. He finished top 5 in blocks in the NBA like usual. But we both thought that Paul George should have won this award.
For a second, I wouldn't even consider it.
Paul George goes up against guys like LeBron and Durant, DeMar DeRozan. And who does Rudy Gobert guard? Like Nikola Jokic?
Yeah.
Come on. All right, next we're going to talk about the most improved player. So we have Pascal Siakam. He had a huge jump in numbers. He only averaged 7.3 points per game last season, which is kind of low. And he jumped all the way up to 16.9 points per game this season. Not only that, he became a consistent scoring option behind Kawhi. He was basically the second or third scoring option on a nightly basis, him and Larry behind Kawhi. And you need somebody to help, like a star like Kawhi, carry the load. So that was very good. And he helped the Raptors win the title. He played phenomenal in the playoffs. He struggled in one of the series, but he played decent against Orlando. He struggled against the Bucks a little bit, but he picked up his play, and he really picked it up in the finals as well. Okay, next we're going to talk about the MVP of the NBA, Giannis Antetokounmpo. He is the third youngest player to win MVP in the last 40 years. He's only 24 years old. Giannis led the Bucks in almost every statistical category, and he led them to the first seed in the Eastern Conference and an NBA-leading 60 wins. Giannis averaged 27.7 points per game. He was also top 5 in rebounding with 12.5 rebounds per game as a small forward, 5.9 assists, a block, and a steal on a nightly basis. He was also a nominee for Defensive Player of the Year. You got to remember that.
Not good.
So we had some of our viewers send in questions about the NBA in general, basically focusing on the draft and free agency. So we're going to touch on a few of them.
DeAndre Jordan
and Kyrie own a partial stake in a vegan food company,
who put up virtually the same numbers. Obviously, no surprise. Everybody knew this was coming at some time, and here it is. So, I feel like in the sense that there's no really telling on these guys to come. Excuse me. But I feel like it could be a waste, though. If you look at it from a business standpoint, it's a terrible idea unless you know for sure they're coming.
All right, so we're going to end it on this note here. Thanks for watching today, Mels. All Talk Sports, Season 1, Episode 5.